Hi, and welcome again to something that I want to talk to you about, and that's coping. Because every day people feel like they need to cope with life, cope with things they're not happy with. They're told or they see on the media or on television or in self-help books about being positive, staying positive, about getting out and doing things, and these are wonderful, wonderful ways of coping. However, there's an old-fashioned way of coping that might be something worth thinking about. And that's Stoicism. The Australian culture is based on a stoic forbearance, on being stoic in the face of adversity, of never giving up, of maintaining a strong facade and allowing yourself to do what needs to be done without whinging about it, without complaining about it, without telling yourself how bad something really is. And I don't mean that you should go into denial or not seek help or not do any of the other things that you need to do to recover. But in the first instance, being stoic might be a really good thing. It actually might help you to achieve an end that you seek, to achieve an end that when achieved will make you feel better. So Stoicism, that old part of the Australian psyche, the old part of what used to be called the Australian spirit, being stoic in the face of adversity, never giving up, staying strong, doing what needs to be done just because it needs to be done. And that might be in a moment, that might be today, it might be tonight, or it might be for a week. If you have something coming up that you're really worried about, perhaps a funeral or a difficult situation that you need to cope with, remaining stoic until it's done can be preventative. Remaining stoic and acknowledging your strength and your stoicism might help you to actually feel better. So put on that overcoat of stoicism, and that will allow you the space to acknowledge your strength, to acknowledge your ability, and then to make some changes. Don't be afraid to make changes, because changes are clearly what's needed if you're not happy with something. It might be something you're not happy with in life. It might be your appearance. It might be work. It could be the job you hold, the way you get there, what you do at weekends, or the people around you. Just your environment can change. Change your role. Look for a different role. I was talking to a client earlier today who has been through a dreadful trauma and is still dealing with it. He started to find his sense of self. He started to find his sense of humor. And he's making some changes and said to me, you know what? Maybe this terrible thing was about me changing my life. And so he's looking forward to a life that's happier. He's being stoic in the face of adversity, doing what needs to be done and making some changes. His changes are to where he lives and the work he's going to do. And you can change your role in life, your role in relationships, your attitude to yourself, your attitude to what's going on around you. Positive attitude makes a positive experience. Change the environment, change the people around you, but don't be afraid to make changes that suit you. You are important. You do matter. How you feel is valid. Don't deny that. Don't take on someone else's perspective all of the time at the expense of your own. There is give and take. And I talk to couples and families about those sorts of things all the time. But you know what? If you're really unhappy about something, stay strong, figure out what needs to be done, and then do it. Make the change that makes you happy, and then you'll find your joy. Because after all, joy is what matters, isn't it? Have a good day. God bless.